Hi, my name is Ashley McMillan, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that is very important to me. And some of you may have heard of borderline personality disorder, or some of you know somebody that's suffering from borderline personality disorder, or maybe you learned about borderline personality disorder in one of your psychology classes. Whatever the case, you're going to learn about borderline personality disorder today. According to the National Institute of Mental Health of Borderline Personality Disorder, um, borderline personality disorder is a serious mental illness marked by unstable moods, behavior, and relationships, and is a widespread mental illness that affects up to 5.9% of the population. And that is 14 million Americans. And that is more common than schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. And they experience fear of being abandoned, intense feelings of emptiness, of inappropriate anger, impulsive money shoplifting, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, self-injury such as cutting and overdosing, and suicide. They usually have black and white thinking, or also known as splitting thinking, which means they either have good or bad, love or hate thinking. They either think something is good or bad, love or hate. Such as, for example, a boss is rewarding an employee. Now, this employee has borderline personality disorder. The boss is rewarding the employee for a job, but the employee soon makes a mistake, and the boss gives the employee constructive criticism. The employee now believes that the boss dislikes or hates them. It's very confusing, but that's how a person with BPD thinks. Now, 55 to 85% of people with BPD self-injure their body, and 10% of adults commit suicide. Now, I have borderline personality disorder, and I experience some of the symptoms including self-injury, fear of abandonment, shifting feelings, anger, and impulsiveness with money. So what causes borderline personality disorder? It is unknown, but there are many factors that could contribute to the development of BPD, such as genetics, environment, brain abnormalities, sexual and physical abuse. Neglect as a child can contribute to the development of BPD. 70% of people with borderline personality disorder report a history of physical or sexual abuse, and 30% experience early parental loss or a prolonged separation from parents, um, which could be a blame for a fear of abandonment. Now, I want to explain the effects it has on interpersonal relationships with other people. Families and friends of people with BPD, they experience stress and turmoil. They experience unstable relationships with these people. The symptoms of BPD can be scary to other people. They experience clinginess from people with BPD, pleas for attention, physical restraint. What I found interesting is when I interviewed my fiance, I asked him a question. What was the one thing that most worried him about me was the one thing was my suicide attempts, because it really frightened him. It really made him scared, and this really can really stress somebody out, and they start to take and it starts to make them worry about them, and they take on your stress and your worries. Due to my abandonment fears, I went so far to attempt to physically restrain others from leaving by holding them down and abusing them. I have told lies and used deception to get what I wanted. I have attempted suicide many times, which has frightened and caused stress for those around me. I have even self injured my body, which has also stressed others around me too. So it's actually had more effects on others around me, even more than it's had effects on myself. So now you've learned the effects of borderline personality disorder on others, and you've learned what borderline personality disorder is and the effects it has on others, and how not only does it affect the individual itself, but as well as others. All right, thank you.